We are here with Shkodra Elektronike, who will be representing Albania with the song Zjerm. Beatriçe and Kolë, welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you talk about your musical backgrounds and how this collaboration came about?
I started singing as a child because my family is full of singers. And I started writing songs before the adolescence time because I heard some albums like Homogenic of Bjork or PJ Harvey. And I thought, I want to play my own words. I want to sing my own words. And then I tried a lot of genres. One day I was just on YouTube searching for a Shkodra song called Turtulesh. This is a very old, beautiful song. I found Kolë playing this song with another project called Two Pigeons. And more than everything, I get so touched because I saw one interview of Kolë. He was just telling the channel everything about his story, musical story and immigrant story. So I just wrote him a message to say to him, thank you for what you're doing. And then Shkodra started.
So you were playing in all these Western bands. Growing up, what was your relationship to Albanian music or Shkodra?
The traditional music of Shkodra is like family memories. When I sing a Shkodra song, it's like to relive something so domestic and something so intimate, So it's more than music for me. It's like the taste of my childhood.
I'll start from where I was a child. But from the beginning, I was trying to make contemporary Balkan music. I played with another band, Il Tato degli Orrori, is a very famous Italian post-punk band. I started to think how to adapt this experience to the musical tradition of Shkoder. And I started to experiment with sampling old Albanian songs with another singer, Italian singer, and I just taught her how to pronounce the Albanian language.
Wow.
And she pronounced very, very well. And then I knew Beatrice she wrote to me, and I discovered that she's a singer from my same city, and I liked the way she sings, the bands where she plays. And we started to make these concerts together, and the thing starts growing really, really fast. Then a pandemic comes.
Now, you've talked about Shkodra Elektronike as post-immigrant pop.
Pop is used in our case like popular, traditional. We don't mean pop like Lady Gaga, pop like popular. Because we started using traditional songs of Shkoder. Immigrant because we are immigrants, and post because we started this thing a lot of years after we came in Italy. So we were not first years of immigration. We were even Italians, even with the citizenship from Italy when we started this project.
I grew up in Italy. So my relationship with Italy is so intense, because I learned everything here. Of course, at my home, I had the little Albania outside the big Italy. So I always live in the middle from these two worlds. Italy just made me the free woman I am, just because it's more Western. And I had the opportunity to try a lot of things. Maybe in Albania today, I would be a mother or, a wife.
In Italy, all the underground music, you have to be there to watch the bands because there are not punk bands that go to make tours in Albania. We were in a lot of concerts seeing live music where we discovered different ways of thinking about music. I do the conservatory for piano. I, in Italy, discovered that to play wrong is good. The wrong notes are the right ones.
Exactly. Talking about the folk music from Shkoder, I read somewhere that you mentioned that there are elements of Persian music, Romani music, Turkish music, and Italian bel canto, you said, right?
Yes. The whole actual Albania fell under the Turkish Empire, especially the city of Shkoder. They all went away in Venice. Okay, so the city was empty without Albanians. At the beginning of 16th century, the city started to be repopulated by Albanians. So all the tradition of Shkoder is quite recent, is after this period. And being the population mixed between not only Turks, the people who came from the Ottoman Empire, people from Kurdistan mixed with the Albanians that started to come back. The legend says that these guys took Turkish melodies from Izmir and started to sing these Turkish melodies with Albanian words. Play it with instruments that were being used in the whole Ottoman Empire. And all these instruments were Kurdish, Persian instruments, because most of instruments were born there. Kaval is a kind of Kurdish flute. Saze is a kind of old kind of guitar, but not
like a lute kind of,
like bouzouki. All these instruments are kind of the same, but with small differences between them. The rhythm was made with the spoons.
Oh, really?
Yes, in the ancient time.
That's amazing.
Like country music.
Yeah.
While the time passed, Shkoder started to be reconnected with Italy, especially by the Catholic Church. And they bring the Western instruments. So this flute caval became a clarinet. The saze became a guitar, acoustic guitar. Then came the double bass. And then came the fisarmonica, the Italian fisarmonica. All these instruments changed a little bit from Italy and a little bit from all the Romani people moving in the whole Turkish Empire.
Right.
The songs of Shkoder are all these things mixed together. My first idea was, why not to add some electronic instruments now?
Yeah, exactly.
All these instruments, all this.
Yeah.
Yes, just one more is not a big deal.
Yeah.
Because in the rest of Albania, far away from the coast, the Italian influence were less.
I guess one of the positives of all of the conquering and independence, you've talked about club music and trance as having parallels in things like Sufi music, right? Like the sort of ecstasy and transcendence that you get from, a Sufi performance can also come from techno or club.
This is more with new songs that are coming. The electronic music, I always think that has a lot to do with traditional music, with ancient music, this kind of repetitive thing,
Yeah.
That works if it's repeated for a long time. So I always thought that this Sufi, all this playing with this repetitive way, that is really close to the electronic music.
I even think about Norwegian folk music and how it's ritualistic, right? But the first thing you have to do is you have to establish the beat so that everyone can dance to it.
Yes, because clubbing is ritualistic.
Right. It's just we're now doing it with digital lights instead of a fire pit.
Ritual. We all are together in this place, all together. We do a kind of ritual. Taking drugs as well.
I was going to say the same kind of drugs, right?
Yes.
Like these older rituals are hallucinogenic.
There are a lot of parallelism.
Next time I go clubbing, I'm going to just think I'm honoring my ancestors.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you talk about traveling to Albania to record folk music performances?
Just in 4 days, I traveled actually the whole Albania because I don't have a car and I don't have even the driver license. So I called a friend of mine from Shkoder, and he came in Tirana, where I went by plane. and he drove, and I can explain him. I was telling him, for example, left, and he started to go right. And I said, no, left. Right. In Cheravod,
Amazing place.
beautiful ladies. They went in a bar. Just the bar was not open for the client, and these ladies were very emotional. Singing, they started to sing. I recorded them, and then I said, "It's enough. It's okay." And then we sit down just drinking and talking, and they restarted to sing. And they say to me, "We are singing better now." And actually, it was true. It was true because they were emotional while I was recording.
Now, the youngest people want something different. I don't know, like trap music or things like that. And so many young people came to us and they said us, thank you, because you're doing something magical with the songs that our grandmas or grandfathers always sang.
Can you walk us through your typical collaboration, starting with Kolë and then Beatrice, and talk a bit about how and why that flipped for Zjerm?
Usually, Kolë sent me some instrumentals, and I put over these instrumentals some words and melodies. Sometimes I have too many, and he has to delete something.
It's not the ladies to keep for the other songs.
The other songs.
Yeah. Save for later.
Yeah, very efficient. That's good.
I have a folder with all the deleted vocals. We changed this workflow. I think because Kolë, it doesn't want to work on a new song maybe in the summertime.
No.
Kolë, if you could talk a little bit about when you start with the beats, you're using samples from these folk songs, right?
Yes. In the whole EP that we will release after the festival, the whole song started from these recordings. If we start in this way, it's necessary I start because I have this record and I manipulate with electronics. But there are not rules for us. It's always what is the first thing that inspires us. Now I'm recording a lot of chifteli, that is this traditional instrument that I bought in Albania. This sound.
Amazing.
Instrument that you hear at Zjerm.
Instruments that I don't know how to play, so this is the reason why I play it, because I don't play it.
That's amazing. I love that. So talking a little bit about Zjerm, can you talk about the idea behind the lyric?
The initial idea was just to write a song for the festival, and not to bring the usual song. I don't want to say shitty things, but I just want to tell you that my idea was not to talk about love, not to talk about, I don't know, love.
Yeah, it's pretty much most of it, yeah.
Well, like my ex or something like this. I don't know. I'm not able to do this. It's not so easy to write a beautiful love song. So I started thinking about this simple concept about kindness. I don't know, to be the person that wear this kindness dress. I was thinking about this type of person. And we can choose in our days to wear this dress too. Not to be false, but you can choose to be hungry, crazy, hysteric, or just to choose the kindness and to brave. Okay. And when I sent these lyrics and this melody and the demo to Kolë, he of course balanced this thing. The first time I heard them, I was like, oh no, I'm feeling so bad right now. Yeah, it was summer. And I'm looking for this kindness, but I'm looking for summertime too. This version of it was like a storm in me. And we had a little discussion about this. I just tell him my emotions in my way. It's like, oh my God, I don't understand this part. Why are you so sad? No, please, why you don't do this? Now I can tell that Zjerm, it's a little song for a festival, that has like a tunnel behind. Sometimes I go deep in this tunnel and I learn something new every time. We have to imagine and to work to make a better world, but maybe we have to burn everything with fire to restart again.
The words that I say there are not written by me, are written by Lek Giloshi, that is a visual artist from Shkoder, friend of us. This simple thing that is kindness, that is so simple, like all the simple things, is really hard to achieve it. More simple things are, more hard is to achieve it. We wanted to use this traditional instrument.
Yeah.
I knew that there was this mister that sells instruments made by himself in the streets of Shkoder. And I went to buy this shiftily at his place. There was this tree with all these instruments hanged on the tree, but he was not there. Another mister that was selling all the things just beside him, I asked him, where is the... And he said, hey, he's in the bar drinking raki. And so it was about 10 in the morning. This
Amazing.
And I just start playing. He will hear you and he will come out. I started him, and he came. And I asked him, I want to buy the CD, and he said to me, 100 euros. And I said, I'm fine with it. And I said to him, I also bought a lahout from you last year. You bought a lahout from me? 70 euros.
That's incredible.
So, yes, I bought this Chifteli and I recorded it in my bathroom.
Wow.
The sound was good. So this Chifteli is going from my bathroom to the Eurovision.
Can you talk about your upcoming album, its relationship to Zjerm in terms of form and sonic landscape?
The difference between Zjerm and the other song is the structure of the song. The other songs are more clubbing, so you have more instrumentals behind the lyrics.
The DNA of the band is the tradition mixed with contemporary sounds. This is in Zjerm and is in the whole upcoming EP. The structures are different because the shortest song, I think, is about 6 minutes. It comes from 6 to 9 minutes. These songs has not a verse and chorus, has more different structures, longer ones, more trance that you can dance the whole time.
Beatrice, your voguing at the national finals became an instant hit with Eurovision fans. Can you talk about working with the choreographer to develop a language that felt natural to you as a mover?
I just told her about voguing because I love this type of dance. And for me, it's so powerful. It's so geometrical. And of course, I'm not good. And of course, I do the basic stuff of voguing. So sorry, voguing people, for my words. But I'm so happy that nobody judged me.
Kolë's part in Zjerm exists in tension with yours. And Shkodra Elektronike also plays with other tensions, right? You're doing modern and folk, being rooted in Albania versus being rooted in Italy. You guys seem to like to set up these binaries or tensions. Is that a conscious part of your artistic process?
It is intention, and it started from us in a natural way. She made her part that is full of light, and I made my part full of darkness. So
Yeah.
she is in this way, I am in this way. And this is the natural part of the thing. The intentional part is to make a coherent all of these elements together. The reality has always the two sides, like a Tao. Everything is complex in the real life. Like I said before, the easiest things are the hardest ones.
This has been an absolutely wonderful conversation.
Truly.
Thank you so much for joining us.
And we can't wait to see you on stage in Basel. All the mysteries of the Euroverse.